believe in no political party. We have no region. We have no tribe. We believe not in social or class standing. We believe in democracy.
Alright, the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Short later for now, we'll come to you in News and Current Affairs program. Good morning, Salon Station.
Salon, good morning Freetown, and good morning to all we listeners and we're tuning from different parts of the country and outside Salon, live from New Englandville studio, and welcome to the last edition of the Good Morning Salon program where they come to you for this week from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, Friday, August 28, 2026, and we're glad for bringing this edition of the program come to you. And we bring this program come to you this morning. Me, Nachango Jalo.
And Adeyemi Jackson, good morning. We thought of the day say, do not let yesterday's mistakes become the reason you waste today's opportunity. We mean say, not allow yesterday's mistake for hamburg your future. These are the main issues then we will look inside to the edition of the program Good Morning Salon. The manager for Excise Unit Office, na the Domestic Tax Department, National Revenue Authority, Mustafa Fufana say they go take action against anybody where they catch, they buy or sell product them, we not get stamp or factory identification. Some commercial driver them where they run transport na Freetown don't call on the Inspector General of Police William Fayaselu for reduce the number of traffic police officer them na street because they allege say that they ask them for couple illegal one. And today inside the program we go talk to the Executive Secretary APC Elders Council Alhaji Ben Kabo and the Deputy Chairman APC Former Ministers Association Al Sanko Conte as they go talk about the tenure of the current National Executive and call for interim body for run the affairs of the party.
Members, you listen to me live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and from partner radio stations right across the country.
You dey listen me live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM na Freetown, Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moi 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Potloko District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, Art FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District, and Tongo Radio on 107.5 FM.
The program na Good Morning Salon, you can ask question or make comment by with text number on 0779819181. That on SMS and same with the number is 0779819181. Then on WhatsApp you can drop your comments now then to platform and day, or you can send message on Radio Democracy Facebook page or Radio Democracy YouTube channel. Make a contributions to what we discuss this morning at the program as we will gladly read any comment or suggestions.
The program Good Morning Salon will continue, and inside the program we start for look at issues them. Also the president for the Old Edwardian Association, Richard Indolo Senesi, they'll ask the Board of Governors for pick somebody who attend the St. Edward Secondary School for be the new principal for the junior secondary school. A talk this for an interview with Radio Democracy where they talk about old boys then concern for sake of the current interview process where they carry on for pick new principal for the junior secondary school and the St. Edward Secondary School. A talk more about this to Jaffa Davis inside this interview.
We just concluded the interview session for the principal for the junior secondary school.
So why this one important today where many old Edwardians be really one for CC then get representation in this one?
This school was founded on principles to start with and also interest, and me being an Edwardian, no bias to anything. I go look for C and Edwardian B principal at the school. Reason being, we go bring and come to book and we go attend we national meetings and we go able for correcting mistakes them. Somebody else being a principal can opt to not for attend we meetings, even if we co-opt up. It can tell we say busy, all obligation to we, get right for account to we for the school. We tell you that just the board. But if we have an Edwardian, at the end of affairs, we realize say some things they go wrong one time. Then we can have a meeting. First of all, provision day na the agenda for then give us status update of our school. So during that process, we will compare and contrast whether what they tell we and what they see na the truth. So we can able to take necessary actions.
So the interview process where they go on, wanna pay attention on the criteria on whether I meet them or because of the interest make una just wonder one.
No, there are processes and procedures to be followed. I mean, come on now, for crying out loud, this is an academic institution. The first other condition that the person will meet the academic qualification besides any other thing. I mean, even we can at the interview, then we'll ask you first for the originals of your certificate. If you need for present, then they're not going for make you proceed. So if they come and make sure say you meet the requirements, then you're not going to continue with the process. So definitely it's not just about you being an Edwardian only, it's about ensuring that the right thing is done in terms of the processes and procedures where the government sets aside and the mission the TSC sets aside for follow during the interview process. There has been a pattern. If you go back to the school history, you realize say for the most part that don't be vice could succeed while we don't be principal. And in this case, say we get some unfortunate incidents will happen last year sometime. The principal of the GSS been passed to eternity. May I so rest in peace. And the vice be done the act. So if not you done the act in that capacity, then take somebody and can put her over you. You just not go feel good. So he came to us and cried as an Edwardian, and we said look at the fact say it don't work, And believe you me, in capacity as acting principal, it don't try because, for instance, we get on condition. We they try for fix with school. We tell and say government they ask for 55 people per class, right? We as Edwardians don't go feel good for car we see more than 60-70 people in our classroom. We throw that challenge they actually work towards that. So now against that backdrop they make we throw support behind them. But now a process, like what I say, now the board of directors and board members and therefore ultimately make the decision. But we in our capacity as old Edwardians decide say let we talk to the proprietors and other people say that this now we concern and that this we want for the apple for the school. Other schools are doing it. Why not Edwards? And it's for the betterment of our school.
So this was not a message to the membership and the school as a whole.
Everybody for keep calm. The two candidates from what you see, they did extremely well. We'll wait and see the outcome. When at the TSC, the CEO get right for make pronouncements as to Uda emerge victorious tonight. But it's a win-win situation for St. Edward Secondary School. Me not get no personal interest as national president besides the school. Nothing else. So not to make the decision or not to make that decision. They don't go there, they don't interview, we wait for the outcome where the CEO therefore make that pronouncement there. So at this stage, with the appeal, both of them to them personally when they listen to me, would I ever go for a match as winner, ultimately, they're ready for play the big boys or the big girls role for ensure say they unify first the teaching staff. Because anything there are factions they always do. Election at this country by all possible indications now it's more another. So somebody get for play the bigger role. And also us as Edwardians, after today, it don't know. We move forward. And we get a big role. Myself as national president, I get a role for play and for ensuring safe them people when they come together and ready for work together.
That not the president for the All Edwardians Association, Richard Indolo Senesi. They talked to Jaffa Mans Davis inside that interview day. Also, he asked the Board of Governors for pick somebody who attend the St. Edward Secondary School for be the new principal for the junior secondary school. The program now Good Morning Salon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned earlier, one power headlines to read them for say today, we go talk to the Executive Secretary, APC Elders Council, Alhaji Ben Kabo, and the Deputy Chairman, APC Former Ministers Association, Al Sanko Conte, as they will talk about the tenure of the current National Executive and call for interim body for run the affairs of the All People's Congress Party. Already don't join way at the studio. Now the Deputy Chairman, APC Former Ministers Association, Al Sanko Conte. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Yeah, good morning, 98, and good morning to we wonderful listeners all over the country and the world. Thank you.
Okay, continue for our day between the program. We'll come to you shortly and start the discussion. The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue.
The program, na Good Morning Salon, they come to you from a broadcasting house in New Englandville, Monday to Friday on different issues where they happen right across the country. Inside the program, we go can talk to the studio guest. Later on at the program, we'll go back in our studio to and take this issue. Say the Western Regional Women's Leader for the Sierra Leone People's Party, Gita Hinga, say the emergency meeting with the women's wing and the party all with women them now for see how long able for come together and support the party for winning the 2028 general elections. It took this for second one emergency meeting where the women's wing and the party all for talk about the issues them within the happen of the party. For more on this, make we join Master Swari.
The SLPP Women's Wing, na organization within the SLPP party, we focus for mobilize, unite and empower SLPP women them across the country. And as we forget rank to women them this party make, the SLPP Western Area Region Women's Leader, the over engagement with women them the SLPP party for talk about the way forward of the party and how they as women them will support the party. The Western Area Region Women's Leader for the SLPP party, Gita Inga, talk more about this engagement.
Let's make a formula. Now we all come together. If we all come together 2028, any Sarah woman and stop strong. That's how they win it. They can also. So we can come together. But now they strategize. But now win election 2028. Tomorrow we don't next year. And they come together. For the sake of this great SLPP. When we just say no, this party don't get stand. That's what we all go get at the same time. That's small. And I want to assure you say, the chairman will get so. Chairman no stronger. Unless the woman then, and you're different support the woman then.
During this engagement, women in the SLPP party, they get different in them for say.
Whatever the political fight, it's over. Now one way we get. We don't make it this one. Now we will make this one continue for the full option. If we able to satisfy the woman then, this one will continue for full up. So that might go credit business to CM. We want time for women. We want time for women. We women and the shame. Then they're nothing at the market. Then they're nothing at the area the way they do. Let me do something. We never forget position. So here, the message of the give, President Bill say, where he can, and they do something for the woman, then finally embrace the woman. So they still beg for not to not forget the woman. So I give the back to the singer. It don't time for the woman. I will say, be ready for side to the back to the singer. And the we are man, Barcelona and the we are my don't make the party get life. First trainer that we start with the struggle. The struggle is personal for we the trainer. The suffer is personal. They know they consider we. They know they consider we. The personal they consider we. Waiting now we cry. The woman they say they don't feel intimidated even when we don't have power. The woman they say even when we don't have power. We know they're nothing for show.
After we then they don't make them different statements them. The SLPP National Deputy Women's Leader, Haja Fatmata Kamara, they respond to the statement.
President Bill, we also agree say, in the first for women them, and when they concern them, it will take them into consideration, it will upon them. So dear, let nobody know this country. With the access where President Bill give me, we bless the chairman, we powerful chairman. We know nonsense chairman, we dynamic chairman, we phenomenal chairman, serving to Nosonga. This concern one again. We don't know how we believe say, to be better Nosonga, it will solve the problem them of the money. So this now a call to SLPP women. President Bill don't give me the platform. Now we showcase what we get. Now we showcase, we talent them. Now we commit ourselves to this party. Not because this person is a talk to the floor there has been so definitely now you SLPP sister.
Haja Fatmata Kamara continue say, President Bio ready for put woman business go before na the country.
We don't cabinet minister them today because of President Bio 30%. unemployment today because of President Bill 30%. We get picking today in school because of President Bill free quality school education. So we for blessed for not say we get a president will believe in human being. Not a president when they left human behind. So but if the woman there, they say we don't forget you got small, the message will go. Waiting in our life, we get human there, when that business human being. We for empower them business them. We get human there, when that entrepreneur them. We for empower them. We get human there, whether not the place we are as a family. We for support them. Therefore, they access to financial president, their administration. Now a strong one, and that will continue for believing now.
Aja Fatmata Kamara end up for call on woman at the SLPP party for support President Bill, the Vice President, and the SLPP National Chairman for push SLPP business go before na the country for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mastan Soiree the report.
Morning, Salou, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, good welcome one power studio guest them this morning. Ishmael Al-Sanko Conte, the Deputy Chairman for the APC Former Ministers Association. This now body we set up within the APC party for seek the welfare of former deputy ministers and ministers of government under the APC regime and also promote the interest of the party. Well, Edena also this morning they talk about the current happenings of the party. Welcome to the program once again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Away from this word, I'll say anything that perhaps we this organization that do we know to me poor viewer just don't get out just now.
Well, the APC Former Minister Association, we collaborate with the party because we get what we call this we get the environmental climate. Whatever the party they do, we collaborate. For example, when it comes to the issue of census, the party asks Former Ministers Association for nominate person. We na Lugus Kuma and it happen for be the chairperson. When it comes to the disciplinary committee, also we get Former Minister we na Nane Thomas we na the chairperson. And also we get this aspect of tripartite recommendation all anything in it. The party ask we also will nominate Tionikul, we happen for be the Secretary of Former Ministers, for go serve another committee. So we get that kind of relationship, between the party and Former Ministers Association, because inside the Former Ministers Association, we get a vast experience of people who don't serve in different capacity, so they can come and play role as when the party deem necessary. So we get actually, and we advocate also for the majority of ordinary supporters them, because when we're in opposition, so the people who they suffer the most, not the ordinary people. That woman who go sell a market, that youth man who go to ride bike, that youth man who in a farm. So basically, we want to say, then people and the human rights are expected. Then people and nobody can seize undue influence against them. So we also do the advocacy there. So when it comes to national issues, former ministers, we can write advisory notes to either the Secretary General or the Chairman for make able for no position. So we get sort of broad base, we get to aims and objective, we don't register the association, we get bank accounts, we get membership, with the whole election every year, For example, me don't serve as secretary for 3 terms. From there, then still be the deputy chair. So every year with the whole election, because now institution we're very democratic, So basically, now that's the basis we make a former, because after the 2018 election, a lot of frustration in there among party supporters. So you see the emergence of former councillors, former members of parliament, because they self one play fundamental role inside the party in activity. So former ministers also we come, for play role. You got other interest groups then. So basically, that, we collaborate with the party for see how best we can work together and for see how they give you help.
So it automatic say, for the matter of fact, say don't serve as minister under the APC regime. You're not a member automatically, or you get a process with.
Well, you get requirements. you know, if we be paid up member na the party, because them money then they na in the help the party for raise fund, you know, and anybody will defect from the APC, he go to other party, of course automatically he cease for being member of the former ministers association, you know.
So the talk, what now the current membership is?
We get 54.
Both deputy ministers
and deputy ministers, and people who serve as minister of state.
This association, or I mean organization, part of the structures of the party.
Well, not they per se, you know, but like I don't give you an insight. The party can collaborate with when necessary, you know. So we are I would say an interest group or affiliates group to the party. You know, we don't first of all get recognition as part of the organ, but we know we get standards. But we are recognized. For example, we let me Kailu Mansarida, when the former chairman, you know, when the party bring the organ them for assist by the funeral, former ministers association, of course, we are nominated 2 members, myself and Kamo Kaba, you know, in line with former members of parliament, former councillors. So, of course, we get that recognition there.
You said the membership as of now 54 members.
Yes, 54. Yes.
But when you look at the broader picture, you get people we serve as ministers under the APC regime. We far away that number there. Why the number limit to 54?
Well, apparently, you know, association would believe the aims and objectives of the association and would are willing for join. But we know say almost all the one that we active inside APC na member of the association. You know say ministers the name can big, but when government in a power, not to number weaken so large, you know, Yes. So basically that.
But my colleague presenter just asked, what's not the requirement for join the association, and he mentioned, say, once you don't serve as minister or deputy minister, automatically
or minister of state
automatically qualify you for be part of the association.
If you are paid up member now the APC party.
Is it again in terms of the requirement process? Is it that when you don't serve as minister, deputy minister, or minister of state, entitle you for become a member of the party?
Yes, elect that they appoint you for 1 day safe. You're not a member, but you get a provisor. If you're not paid up member,
you could become a paid up member where you don't become a member.
No, inside the APC, not to the former minister association. No, inside the APC where they will all belong. If you're not former minister under EBK in regime, then you are not a paid up or registered member of the APC party. Of course, you are disqualified to be member of the former ministers association.
Can you reach out to members there?
Of course, yes.
We don't serve as former ministers.
Yeah, most of them they, you know, we got some people actually will pull at the association, because if you deal with SWE, you go join in defect to other party, cross carpet, automatically you cease for being member of the former minister association, will pull you automatically. How
influential this association be when it comes to decision making at the party?
Well, like I tell you, when the party been set up the census arrangements, they ask former ministers association for nominate. They will nominate Logus, who happens to be the chairman now. And the tripartite committee recommendation implementation, we also nominate Tionikul when it comes to the disciplinary committee. Nanette Thomas, of course, Naina the chairperson. So, quite apart from that, we got senior people who don't serve na the party and former ministers. They are very influential. You know, anything the party they do, they must relate to them. So, in terms of influence, the influence where former ministers get is very, very good.
Is it that the party they consult the association or they consult individual members?
Well, at times, if it's necessary, then they consult the association, and at times they consult individual members. So now that kind of would operate. But we got the environmental collaborative climate. We actually cordial, you know. So in terms of getting expertise from individual former ministers, the party can go through that limb. In terms of meeting the association, the party can come through the association. So that's going to be the collaboration, and we don't enjoy it.
We still can look more in depth, but Usai, the executive can say, okay, because we don't serve this capacity, we get more experience, we get more idea, we want to make give you guidance. But before then, let me take it back. You say this particular association, not the part of the structures of the party. You see, I make several efforts for make them put in a part of the structures, like we get the youth wing, you get the women's wing, you get the disabled wing. What don't be the problem?
Well, the party, what kind of opposition, you get a lot of other associations that will form, like former councillors, former members of parliament. When we've been there for the constitutional review na Makini, Dr. Sam Sise, 9 represent the ministers there. We bring aspects for make them include them. We've been getting unanimous support, but the drafters them, when they come now for make the final documents, that omission was made. We been dissatisfied former ministers.
From what
serve as rapporteur.
From what and also for the reason we make the omission.
Well, we don't know. We argue on a PPRC, but at the end of the day, we get for left because the business of the party.
Was it deliberate from what you know?
Well, I'm not going to say. But there was no reason for letting them do that.
Is it under this current leadership?
Well, at the previous leadership.
Other be the chairman and secretary.
Say, where the court's been ruled, the former president, and it's by Kuman, I be the chairman. He gets Comrade Minkalu Masari late, and I be the deputy chairman, Payan Senen, I be the secretary, and that kind of make up Bende. Yes. But we got unanimous support at the convention in plenary. We, of course, that same clause they bring former members of parliament and also former councillors. In fact, the former councillors not been ready. Now when they argue on a PPRC, they incorporate them. But former MPs and former ministers, now they endorse unanimously at the National Delegates Conference in Makini. But it don't be how we be, the business of the party for go. So we are not intimidated. We work with the party because our party. What's important, the party in business for go on, and the former ministers association continue for remain as they and we do work, Yeah.
The program in name Alsanko Conte and in the deputy chairman APC Former Ministers Association, as they also for talk about the tenure of the current national executive and also call where they make for get interim body for run the affairs of the APC party. Already also we don't join the studio by Alhaji Ben Kabo, where the executive secretary APC Elders Council. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning, all Sierra Leoneans.
It's been a while since we get to the studio.
You don't take one, okay?
How lives don't they go?
Well, it's been very good. We'll try. We know that we are in opposition, but we are continuously trying to make it appear that we are on top of it all, and we are on top of it all. So this is why we are satisfied that we can come to forums like this to discuss issues relating to our party. And I'm here specifically today to talk about the Elders Council of the All People's Congress Party.
Yes, before we come to the main issue, when you talk of the Elders Council, now the APC party, in terms of the structure or the organization of the party, the Elders Council, which one stand for?
Well, first of all, the Elders Council starts as far back as 2007, when some elders of the party, including Errol Kagbo and others, Mabinti Kuruma and others, decided that once in a while, then for they intervene for make sure that anything will happen to the party, let them make sure that they resolve their differences that day. But then it was not very official, but they succeeded until they took us to an election in 2007. But of course, this time around, when I know say after the 2003 elections, a lot of Fulabaro doing at the APC, people were not very happy about the outcome of the elections. In fact, tension began to the point that some people of the party went to the courts, and there was a court resolution, etc., etc. So the whole effort was now to create a body that would make sure that there is always an opportunity for make the body intervene. Then call on the conscience of the party, and that is the Elders Council of the APC. And the Elders Council of the APC is made up of people where the Constitution and NAC recognize as having served the party and the government over the years. If you take now, for example, they restrict the membership of the Elders Council to 21. And the 21 should come from either you were a former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, or you were a former vice president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, or you were a leader in parliament, or you were also chairman of a body, or you are a speaker of parliament, etc., etc. So now from that group, they then list people that NAC go approve. So that is what now constitutes the Elders Council. So generally speaking, Section 25 of the new constitution, they make it quite clear. So we are the conscience of the party. We are the ones who are supposed to make sure that the party doesn't fall apart. If anything happens, all four come together. So in short, this is what we are doing at the moment. We are trying to make the party organize itself. We hold boku meetings, try to make people feel, because one of the problems we've been getting before we had that difficulty we were going to court was the absence of inclusiveness at the party. Boku people they feel say they were left out, they were not part of the process anymore. Now if people don't want to run the party, so we don't put structure, so we could make them very clear. Say every arm of the party is involved in party activities. For example, we don't list down a long list of activities with all arms of the party: former members of parliament, former ministers, former diplomats. They can carry the party office, we all sit down, so can get their own observations about things that were going at the party for me to address the issues. Okay. So this is what we are doing for a short. But we will also elaborate on that.
Okay. Honorable, any age brackets there for make somebody be a member?
Sorry?
Age bracket.
Well, there is no age bracket, but of course, once you are appointed chairman, a member of the Elders Council, you are there for life. So that is the position.
Yes, like what they take you to you don't talk about if you be a leader in a parliament, if you don't be a former leader in a parliament, a speaker, a former president, vice president, and also chairman of the different body there.
Should be retiree, should be a retired person.
Okay.
A retired former president, a retired former vice president, a retired, so that is what qualifies you. In fact, the number of people wait for this category never exceed 21. It is in the constitution.
Let me assume, say, Honorable Chaikoko, that be former leader in a parliament, that don't make him qualified.
He qualifies.
For being a member of the Elders Council.
Yes, if he qualifies, yes.
No matter the age.
President Nkrumah qualifies. He qualifies, but not of us, if you don't want to take the job, you know, we take her. But you qualify. Technically, if they appoint you, you accept her, you qualify.
Now the party they appoint the people for be part of the organization or the body?
You have NAC,
okay,
the National Advisory Committee of the APC. Now you look, you identify people. For example, in our case, I was former leader in parliament, former minister, etc., etc. I took all those things into consideration. They say, okay, I will get the experience for share with other people for make the party run smoothly. So this is how. So the same thing like President Ernest Nkrumah with his experience as a former president, then he look and pay and say, look, we have appointed you for Canada the Advisory Council. Now NAC get for approve. But if you want to accept, if you don't want to no accept. Now make in the end the deputy chairman of the party will write you a letter. For say we don't look at your conditions, we don't look at this, we don't look at that, and NAC don't look at you past experience. We think say you for serve at the Elders Council. Like they did to me.
So like any other body, you get structures, you get the IS office within the body. In this situation, also at the IS office. That is
the IS body now is the chairman, Mr. SBP Dumbuya, the former Speaker of Parliament.
Okay.
Then you get an executive secretary, Wela me. For I know, so I get my own background within the government and the party. Then you get the coordinator of programs, because we're not too plenty, we don't for make and too big. But of course, one man they allowed the Donodo Bangura and I did to coordinate and convene meetings for the party. And me, the executive secretary. But of course, if you look at all the people who are there now, don't forget some people don't die. Mabinchi Kuruma don't die, J. Levers don't die, Abdullah Conte don't die. But once they die, they are also replaced. Mr. Hamid Kamara, who was one time permanent secretary, himself, they don't die. But they are always replaced. Most of them have not been replaced yet. But this is how it is structured for the time being.
Okay. In name na Alhaji Ibrahim Ben Kagbo, a former member of parliament and served the executive secretary for the APC Party Elders Council.
Honorable, still on the issue of the Elders Council, you say the Elders Council only in existence since 2007. Well,
no, the beginning of it, the whole
beginning
process.
of it, since 2007. Now we'll get a point at which the Elders Council don't intervene at any issue where the party we don't get initially where we go say as a result of the elders that issue they be able to solve.
Well, say the one of 2007, there was a crisis between Ernest Kuruma, Edward Toure, and others. The case they didn't court, this and that. The Elders Council, the elders at the time, it was not a council, intervened and they resolved it. And that is what took them to the elections. They restructured the executive, put everything in place, and the team worked together. But now, as it is now that it is part of the constitution, since we came in, we don't address quite a number of issues. The more important one is that of Samswana. We held more than 20 meetings on the Samswana issue alone to begin to address it, because to us we thought it was necessary to address it. And but again, we had an advantage in the case of Samswana, why it was easy to resolve later in the end, because he himself cooperated. Because each time we called the meeting, he was always there to give his own version, and we got all information about him. So even when in the end the PPRC can intervene, the Elders Council then go testify. Now go talk now the
so is it as a result of the intervention of the Elders Council be able to resolve the issue between Samsumana, when I be the former vice president, and the party?
No, we intervened, we brought it back to life. Mark you, the Samsumana matter had died. People had forgotten about it. Now where the Elders Council became active again, now put on our list, we say this matter has to be discussed.
But one go say, who say the elders and be there at that time when this issue come up that lead to the former vice president for go to court and PPRC?
There was no Elders Council yet at the time.
But not be there as elders of the party?
No, there was no Elders Council yet at the time. And again, like I said, this is why when the Elders Council became functional, now one of the first things we identify, and like I told you, we held more than 30 meetings on the Samswana alone, because we thought it was a matter that needed resolution. So that is the situation, And
una be able to resolve the issue.
Sorry?
And una be able to resolve the issue.
Well, at some point, when the matter went to PPRC finally, the PPRC had to rely on us, our evidence, because 5 of our members now then go testify. In the end, we all came to the conclusion that this matter should be laid to rest. And we had taken that position long time ago for say this matter should be laid to rest. It be just the delay the process no more. But the fact is that the intervention of PPRC Ogun State also helped. But the PPRC did not have enough information as how for conclude the matter. Now we then call back. Now we go testify. So that is one example of how we have intervened. We have intervened in quite a number of cases where some members of, like the former members of parliament, but could they grumble for say they were left out, they don't attend meetings, they are not invited to meetings, and they were a very important part of the system, this and that. So we called them. We all called them, we sit down, we talk very frankly. And again, the lawyers who are APC lawyers, where they complain for say we know they go by the rules. Sometimes some people who occupy executive position, they go by rules. We call all of them, about 20-something of them. We sit down, we discuss. They advised us. We also advise them. So this is how we interact. We have about 20 programs now listed down. In fact, this bunch of them programs, then we number the next 2-3 weeks. Now we'll go for call. Including even the bloggers of the APC, they call them all. The old man can sit down, make you explain what's in a problem, what's in the difficulties, etc. This is how we operate.
You say we don't list down about 20 activities. What are some of the activities just we don't list down?
No, first of all, like I tell you, the former MPs them. We all don't sit down, we don't discuss. The current MPs, we don't sit down, we don't discuss. The executive, we sit down, we discuss. We question them, we come with very strong question. A good number of people think them. Now, we don't get the lawyers of the APC, we don't sit down and discuss. The former medical doctors of the APC, we don't sit down, we don't discuss. These are all the issues which we listed down, and we'll go with them point by point. And believe me, you'll be surprised when you go to these meetings. These people, although they are not members of the executive, but are extremely knowledgeable, and they can come with suggestions, very, very useful for the parties.
Okay, Honorable, we can't take break. We bring in, Al-Sanko, the Deputy Chair for the Former Ministers Association, quick one. We'll start for talk before we come to Honorable Joyce. Now you make mention, say, even though we not be agree at party level, we make them put in a structure, organization, part of the party structures. After the draft out, they don't draft the document, and not form part of them. We not be taking a concern to the last council.
Yeah, at one time, yeah, we don't meet SBB. At Inabi Ramadan, we me and Sinanet Nene. Yeah, we go meet them, and they've been received well. And like what IB they talk, these are knowledgeable people. You not talk about APC, you not talk about the SBB, you not talk about the IB Kagbo, you not talk about the Dundodo. These are well respected people. But might be constitutional matter, and we fight the matter in PPRC, and PPRC rule against we. And we not be intent for take the matter in the courts because we know one thing it will derail the business of the party. So we put it down. But we don't write back the Secretary General, we don't write the chairman, we don't write the legal advisor, of the party, national legal advisor, for invoke that aspect of the constitution, because the constitution gets provision for review. We already, I don't talk to Lansana about that, and I'm sure if the review come, it got for be incorporated because we got important role for play. Okay,
so it's safe for say among all the issues we honorable on talk to the elders council able for resolve within the party. This is one of the issues able for resolve.
No, this not to elders council their own area. Like I tell you, it's a constitutional matter. The elders council can do their own. Like now we
satisfied with the role them play before.
Yeah, of course, because we like Antinanet always they talk with by SBB. We don't go meet and use by IBCF always they talk. But on a constitutional matter, and a PPRC been rule against we. Okay. So we not go all brief for nobody. Okay. But we don't do them back. Okay. We don't write the Secretary General. We don't write the current chairman when a Payansane. We don't write the legal advisor when Africanos, and also copy the regional chairperson them. They're all unanimously say, but this nothing would overdue. There's someone they even surprised. They go talk to Combo, now Northwest, when at the region when we come on. I say, oh, it's not believable. He said, I feel say this thing be not resolved. I say, not resolve it. Okay. So with the push.
Deputy Chairman APC Former Ministers Association and Ishmael Al-Sanko and self na the program will get Honorable Al-Haji Ibrahim Ben Kagbo, the Executive Secretary for the APC Elders Council. We'll continue for the tune of the program. We'll take short commercial break. We'll come back with the look at the issues that will happen within the APC party.
You don't look for side for keep you money and for make you business grow?
Well, now the term is so for keep you money with any community bank or financial services association within they call FSA with their own side na salon because then a good party with good condition very easy for the ordinary man.
They go guide you fine one, but how for manage your money for change your life and the people them and your community. Never say when you keep your money in a bank where they near you not just they keep money for bye but you they help your community for go before.
So waiting you the wait, you be businessman or farmer, petit together, so you act person, teacher or anybody keep your money in any community bank or FSA where they near you and see how your life go better. Tell me what in the stop nonsense do. I'm on in the stop nonsense.
It's not good news, German Petroleum don't do them again.
How you sabi so?
German Petroleum don't come with Kirkland motor oil when a full synthetic oil for petrol and diesel engine. Kirkland they sell past all the engine oil in America because na quality engine oil.
Kirkland engine oil, it guarantee it make engine run fine and beats like na new one. I say Kirkland engine oil, they perform wonders for any engine and go make your engine get long life.
Wow! So anytime when you want change your engine oil, go for Kirkland engine oil. When are the best right now na tongue?
You want buy Kirkland full synthetic engine oil?
Go na any German petrol station. Get in at number 2 Adelaide Street, Captain Becky Junction, Calabar Tonke Step, and Masafa.
You can buy back to German Petroleum Distributor them when na SA Beckley na number 2 Campbell Street and Johnny Paul Tireless na number 62 Sanders Street.
Kirkland engine oil, na high quality.
All this gold is back.
Yes, that you official number where you don't keep or even the old number where you don't lost go make you a gold winner.
That's right. AfriCell is rewarding subscribers with free gold and other exciting prizes every week.
If you not be to use your AfriCell SIM for some time now, top up 5 millions or more, enjoy an instant 500% on net bonus, and you go automatically qualify for the weekly oldest gold draws.
Or if you don't lost your old AfriCell SIM, don't worry. Visit your nearest AfriCell shop with a valid ID card for replace your number. Then top up 5 millions or more, enjoy your 500% on net bonus, and you'll be in the running to win.
Watch the excitement unfold on the oldest gold show when it comes to you live every Monday, Wednesday and Friday on Afri Radio 105.3 FM, AYV TV, Afri TV channel 23, our AfriCell Facebook page, and major radio stations nationwide.
As an AfriCell subscriber, you are more precious than gold. AfriCell, now we network.
The program that Good Morning Salon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Ishmael Al-Sanko Conte, we are the Deputy Chair, APC Former Ministers Association, and also Honorable Alhaji Ibrahim Ben Kabo, we are the Executive Secretary, APC Elders Council, as the day for talk about the current National Executive tenure of office and also call for set up interim body for run the affairs of the party. I come to you, Ishmael Al-Sanko Conte, from the APC, former APC Ministers Association. Una get a concern?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Waiting at this concern, where una get?
We get a concern because as a party, we lost election in 2018, and we've been the incumbent. We're supposed to learn lessons. We get at one time the NRM and others, then take the party in a court because the tenure of the executive it will expire. And the court go and rule against the party and dissolve the entire executive, then call for an interim body. When that one day I take we to the National Delegates Conference, we get constitutional review, all that in. So we say, would expect say as party members they will don't learn. Now we don't come back, we don't fall in the same constitutional crisis. The tenure of the current executive it will expire, and it expire from February. And PPRC they not just come section 12(2)(a) of the PPRC 2002 Act. It states and clearly say the PPRC gets supervisory, it gets mandates for oversee, it gets mandate for monitor, it gets mandate for regulate political parties. So as a result of that, then bring instruction where now for make then give 6 months to the executive, and then say after the 6 months, then go establish an interim body where no less a person than the APC party leader na parliament where na Honorable Abdul Kagbo, with members of parliament where they represent all the region them, na the northwest, northeast, east, southern region, the western area, therefore form part of that interim body there. Because the current executive in tenure done. And we get a lot of mistrust where they affect them. They lost public appeal. Because if you follow the ward election, we get past 120 petition across the country, specifically in Akambia and Karine, where it dominates. When we cancel the constituency back, still we get petition. You go see the party in your own body, when at the board, where they look at the dress, go give instruction. You will see party member, then go to PPRC, then go overrule and PPRC give instruction, and the party always on the follow. So why now when it comes for concept of the interim, we already say no less a person than a chairman of the Port Local district, Mr. Suma, take the party and the PPRC in a court, because they ask for 5 prayers where now for let them extend the current executive in tenure to 1 year. And we get Baku close them inside the constitution where tell we say 2 years to election when at 2028 if we don't get the national delegates conference and get we own flag bearer. So if they can ask for 1 year, it's like then they go in line normal the rumor where they come where they say SLPP one ask for 2 years. So the party people they are restless. A lot of people don't meet you and say this thing not for B, they don't want them all anything and they so as an association where reputable, we get vast experience. We say now let we raise the alarm. Okay. Because early one inside they come say a lot of other people when an APC party member them go likely gonna court. Okay. For go challenge what in that happen. So and the party business they delay, they weaken with chances them for win the 2028 election and a very, very worrisome.
If an individual take PPRC in a court and take the party in a court, why come and blame back the executive?
Well, because the party Article 62 now in talk about discipline and it lists the thing them where anybody will do that thing then they discipline them. So if no less a person that the chairman of Port Local, when a beneficiary of this constitution, when a beneficiary of the APC, we get so much respect now Port Local, it take the party, it take PPRC and the party in a court. The executive vote now, they not call on to order, they not ask them for make a withdraw the matter day, and they not instruct the disciplinary committee, for investigate them. It's like a complacency. And that one they're not good for the party because at the end of the day, it gets a lot of resentment, bad blood. Well, just for extend the party, the executive term. If the executive gets an omission, what's in supposed to do, they not do them. It go make beaucoup people believe say na conspiracy. We hope say not to conspiracy. But there is time now for let them ask Suma, let withdraw the matter day, and let them follow the PPRC instruction. This Abdul Kagbo, me not a fan of Abdul Kagbo, but as far as me concerned, he gets one for play and then gets 5-year mandates as members of parliament. And if during the amendment of the constitution, they don't hold the forts, the man and they sit down from 10 o'clock morning till 2 o'clock, then they defend the party. But why now if they say for form interim body, them and enough for allow them where a lot of people satisfy, So we are really set aback.
Mr. Conte, you read a press release from PPRC recently.
Yes, because PPRC say they are constrained because the matter in a court. So
in that situation, they blame PPRC for not take the decisive decision away they're supposed to take.
Like I tell you, see, Section 12(2) of the PPRC Act 2022, it gives them the power for regulate, supervise, oversee, monitor political party. If they don't do their own, I think say the courts actually forbidden to wait a matter in a court. I don't blame PPRC, because PPRC say they are constrained. The person will me they blame now the man will take the matter in a court when we own party person. The same people are they condemn NRM don't take the party in a court, NRM don't do this, but now the same people don't take the party back to a court. So what will be the blame NRM for? Now they don't do the worst. Time not then I will say, and people are dissatisfied. You know, I listened to the chairman of Karine district at the Kali yesterday, where he raised apprehension, he raised concern about when they conduct the election, how then they manipulate figure. It's so worrisome. Now this will continue, and one part of the prayer where Suma asked for, he said the IEMC, when then they conduct election, they said they for dissolve that body, they allow the party, where then they owe them for give 1 year, for let them form another body way for conduct election. Who's that dangerous in the money?
Okay.
You know,
Alsankole Holiday and Yeri, I mean, the executive secretary for the Elders Council. In all of this, the say, una don't they come in for mediate the situation wake up within the party? Una concerned also.
Well, we're very, very concerned. In fact, over the past 3 weeks, we don't hold about 3 meetings for address these emerging problems. Of course, we don't raise the issue of the fact, say, within the party itself, we see too many gaps in the administrative structures. The organizing secretary don't resign, the deputy secretary general don't resign, the way they handle the finances, not the America, everybody don't run for good contest election. So in fact, the only effective people that now they run the party, the chairman himself, the real chairman don't die in fact, and the secretary general. And rumor they against it for say the public secretary may likely go. So we were concerned about this kind of arrangement, and we thought that we should look at that. So we all agree at the Elders Council that to forget what we call an inclusive meeting, a consultative meeting, because these matters are getting out of hand. Let's call all the stakeholders, including UNA, all man. Let's sit down, let's see what did happen. Because me find it difficult for somebody who is, it just like I said, and say, President Mina, Vice President Mina for go overthrow in young government when I am the Vice President. It's funny. It just like you go take Suma, who is a member of the executive, then they carry himself go to court. It's funny. And again, it does not give any respect to the party itself. The suspicion is that this whole thing about going to court was manipulated.
By the executive?
We don't know. But
that I mean, to a certain point, I'm not saying that they say we
have tried our very best as elders to be as inclusive as possible, also to be as neutral as possible. So now we don't look at all these problems. We don't decide, say, within the next few days, we forget a meeting, a consultative meeting, we will bring all the arms together. Now we ask ourselves some very harsh questions. How come we don't get to this point?
Honorable, one of the concerns get for do with the extension of the tenure of office of the current national executive. From the Elders Council point of view, waiting now in a position when it comes to the extension of the current executive of the party.
Well, it came up yesterday at the council meeting, and these are the reason why we say let we get this meeting, make we find out why it went wrong, because the constitution is very clear. We serve that the Elders Council, they operate according to the constitution and the mandate we then give we. So we go find a very difficult for make we allow other people to violate the constitution of the party.
What are the other people also they think
other members, other arms of the party? If you violate it, you don't.
You mean the executive?
It could be the executive, it could be any arm of the party. But the fact of the matter, we need to discuss these issues. Even our lawyers have to answer questions.
Is it that una dey against or in favor of the extension of the current executive?
Anything that is not legal cannot be tolerated.
Meaning una dey against the extension?
We almost dey against it. If it is not proper, it has to be consulted. It has to be very clear. It will be according to the constitution.
And I also don't listen to the argument. Sorry for coming. Sorry again. Now don't listen to the argument from the plaintiff. We take the matter in court. They argue say PPRC also not get a mandate for extend the term of office, and I make it go seek legal interpretation.
Well, it's left to the PPRC to make their own case, to strengthen their own case, for me they argue. Because as far as we're concerned, the PPRC has a regulatory authority for make sure say that all the political parties in this country are properly regulated. We know so they get that responsibility there. But again, because of we own nature as elders at the party, we are supposed to be peacemakers and not to disrupt the party. This is why we are calling for this consultative meeting, which we confirmed yesterday. And I was given the mandate, to consult the current chairman to explain to him that we are working towards this meeting, so he should be part of the process. We should also speak to the Secretary General, make we tell and say we can to this meeting, all other vital arms of the party. Okay. Make we all sit down now, let we ask ourselves very strong questions, because it is too dangerous for us for me to get all them problems that going close to an election. The chances for me to win an election under this kind of crisis is difficult. I just tell you, say, when we take over, one of our great observations was that there are too many gaps. Too many people who are leaving the party to go and contest for the presidency. Now, for this meeting we talk about, we also see, say, even the flag bearers are an important component. And we must also invite them to that meeting. Because then, they also contribute towards what they happen so now.
Continue for the between the program in name Honorable Alhaji Ibrahim Ben Kabo and in the Executive Secretary Elders Council. We still get the Deputy Chairman, APC Former Ministers Association, Ishmael Al-Sanko Conte. As today we look at the tenor of the current executive of the party and other issues that we don't happen. Continue for the between the program. Good morning, Salon. They continue inside the program. We go for this break.
Cecil, do you know any sharp user I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin user. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they a buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. They don't pass 8 years na me hand. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077805898. Palestino International in Computer Shop. All team day for you.
Hey ya, school ya pardon for no back power. Who that go help me?
Me sister, how you sit down they talk to yourself so?
Me brother, now them picking a school business they mona me.
For say you know you give on Vista Bank back to school without tears when they start August 1, so say October 31, then they give you the combrade 3 months salary when we go pay back small for over 6 months with Lily Team Pantap. No friend, me sister, you know it be like the other one day. Now they are the go so.
Look me there be
Vista Bank, now the bank wake up for pool water. Now we the comprade yai. If you want for no more, you can go to any Vista Bank branch within near you. Vista Bank, service, strength, vision. Terms and conditions apply.
The program where you listen to na Good Morning Salon, it come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we are send on text messages them to the number 077-981-981 and self navigate the Democracy YouTube channel. We can take them messages and there later we continue the discussion. First of all, I will read from we SMS line they come out from it is say a minute this person of the SMS line. They say, good morning, Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Please ask Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kabo, what have they done to solve the issue of Honorable Mohamed Bangura and Honorable Thompson in Parliament? From Prince M. Kuruma.
This one from Charlie Williams said, the Elders Council should be honest, sincere, trustworthy, and transparent, but ours are the opposite.
This other post, they say, happy that your station goes by the scheduled time for programs, especially sports. Thanks, Edwin. I'm in Tarawali in McKinney, Tonkolili District. Okay, this is not related to the discourse this morning. However,
this one from Edward Williams said the behavior of Ali Suma is completely an anti-party activity and must be taken to the disciplinary committee.
This other post in our Facebook page, Muhammad Daddy Bakamara, they say former ministers under EBK are selective and only answerable to EBK. Former Minister of Sport Paul Kamara was willfully removed from the Ministers Forum because Paul Kamara does not toe the line of EBK. Paul genuinely criticized EBK's dictatorship in the APC. I vividly remember when former minister paid a visit to EBK McKinney. Paul Kamara was not allowed to enter the building of EBK except when EBK himself addressed the issue, and he was later ushered to enter the building. I think this to go for you, Al Sanko.
This one from Ibrahim Sisese to the APC Elders Council. When an executive's tenure expires, let political wisdom guide the transition. Things Fall Apart teaches us that when outsiders take over the affairs of a clan, the consequences can be costly. Do not let the APC become a lesson for history. Seek an alternative to interim management that preserves continuity, unity, and institutional stability. Wise elders do not merely change the occupants of the house, they protect the house itself.
Super Caps for the Kabakaban on Facebook page, they say good to have an experienced veteran politician and journalist who has wealth of experience in governance and leadership as your service to humanity has helped to national development. Besides politics, may you continue to live long in good health. Amen.
This one from Charlie Williams says the Elders Council is full of hypocrisy and biasness. What have you done in respect of our winning of the June 2023 elections? Nothing. Instead, Honorable IB started pointing fingers at Dr. Samura Kamara instead of national executive who openly exposed themselves. God is watching us.
This other person, Mark 10 and New England, will they say, from your experience, what kind of leaders does APC need right now to win back the people's trust?
This one from Super Cup says, good to have an experienced veteran political and journalist who has wealth of experience in governance and leadership as your service to humanity has helped to national development. Besides politics, may you continue to live.
Dozens of text messages now, Facebook and YouTube channel. We'll not forget them all, but let's just take this quick one and we'll get the studio guests there for reply. We'll move on to another issue. This they come up from Charlie Williams. He said Elders Council is full of, okay, I think my colleague will get that one, but I'll take this one also from, from Ibrahim Sise. He said to the APC Elders Council, when an elective tenure expires, let political wisdom guide the transition. Okay, I think also, I think maybe don't take that one there, right?
This one from Ibrahim Sise says, when the leaders is gone, the mission must not die. After Jesus Christ died, the disciples and others continued the work. Even Thomas, though he doubted, eventually became part of that mission. The lesson is simple. Leadership may change, but the work of the people must continue. When a political party executive tenure expires, an interim arrangement may be necessary, but consultation, trust, and unity should come first. Let every decision protect the continuity of the party without creating unnecessary doubt or division.
Okay.
We'll continue for send on our messages the program we Facebook page and also YouTube page and also with 0779819881 as we go read them inside the program. They come over to we studio guest them for make them respond to the messages them we come. I'll start with you, Ishmael Al Sanko Conte from the former APC Ministers Council.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks to we people who send message because the program they interactive by doing that. And one person send message, they talk about wow former ministers, wow former minister. Of course, he been there with we, and now we'll go to Aneskuma, former president, McKinney. That's mean I've been secretary. We will not deprive nobody. We've been go tell Aneskuma plenty thank you for we be appointed with. And Paul Kamara was with us. He makes statements here Aneskuma. In fact, Aneskuma call I say, the revolutionary. So there was no alarm.
But this now after when they be done ask them for step out of the building.
No, nobody knows.
Later.
Nobody knows stop her. I mean, at the secretary.
Is it true that Paul Kamara don't be removed from this association?
No, nobody no remove him. Person remove himself. The only people that will remove na the forum and at the association, na the one that we go na other political party, you know, or the one who the sabotage, like in the case of Mohamed Bangura. You know, we not follow the party instruction because guided by the Constitution 62, where they talk about disciplinary, and the disciplinary committee, of course, we don't take action. They don't make recommendation, but the Constitution is so tricky. They go only expel them where we go to the national delegates conference. Now, so the provision make.
For confirmation, Paul Kamara still the part of this association?
No, he not really. So
why he not there?
So he remove himself.
Now he remove himself or now the association remover?
No, the association, you know, you get for the pay, your contribution on a monthly basis. You know, now opposition they not all man able one day. So some man because of that say and not bring money business they left. You know.
So in the case of Paul Kamara, as a result of induce,
I don't know why he left. You know, but
because from background check is that Paul Kamara don't become critics of the former president and not decide for him.
No. I say when you go to Alex Kuma, former president, Alex Kuma said he call and say the revolutionary. You know, they laugh about her. Now, I mean, at the secretary will not stop nobody. Everybody will been get interest or go and go tell former president Tenki. You know, but the association will get contribution or they pay by months, and if bearing B, we get people when members they can call say okay, let people contribute. Not all man they able one day. Some man because of that they go say okay, land of this form na money business. But we not ever get Paul Kamara stack for life. You know.
Continue for a day with the program. We'll come over to you, Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kabu, for respond to the messages there. And one of the messages then say the Elders Council don't seem to be hypocrite and biased.
Well, one thing we can always see is that when we are caught up in a crisis, like we don't confront with, you must get somebody for being the loser. We take over the Elders Council at the time when there was actually an emerging division between the executive and some people of the party. And because of the situation where we find ourselves and we are expected to be objective and neutral, we really cannot make certain statements broadly without investigating properly. So we know say some mistakes they happen at the APC and we business have resolved the crisis. In the case of the APC and its present form, we must be very, very frank. The Samura Kamara issue is very, very important. And the executive too, they have their own position which they continue to take. In fact, at one point again, we can get even the South One issue. And you know when are the elders, when they in between, when now be the referee, you should not be seen to be helplessly or hopelessly just taking sides. And this is what the public wants us to say. They want us to make we come out clearly for say, no, this one ain't wrong, now that is right. No. We for try for bring people in together. We are peacemakers. The Constitution makes
the public not is seen for take on for take sides. But according to one of the texter, it said that you not be one of the people or one of the person will be the point finger at Samura Kamara when the issue of the 2023 general election saga come up.
I did not point at a finger at Samura Kamara. Samura Kamara is my friend. I'm a classmate. No more go school together. I have no reason not to like Samura Kamara. If Samura Kamara becomes president today, I will clap because I'm a classmate. But we say they try for say, what the man they talk about is quite clear. We started a good program with Samura Kamara. You know, them bloggers say, I'll go for control them. We started a good program. We wrote few letters to Samura, and believe me, Samura Kamara responded so neatly and so clearly, ready to cooperate with us. 4 letters. Now we write. Then we break. So we went to the radio. Now we say, okay, we are making progress, right? And the last council so that will pardon. They cannot withstand and cause here. So when we go talking on radio, say we don't begin make progress with Samura Kamara, we don't write our letters, they don't reply, them fellows, the one at the radio, they went home, started causing people, mommy, cause this and that. Some of the elders council people protested. They did not want to be part of it anymore. Now I tell you that so this should not be the spirit. Let me try. So this is why the meeting yesterday, among the things that we should address very urgently is the issue of Dr. Samura Kamara and his group. So it's still a very important. We cannot go into an election when 1/3 of your group, right, is outside the whole process.
What's not the concern we will not get with Dr. Samura Kamara and his group?
That he should be part of the process. Samura Kamara was our flag bearer for 2 terms. Samura Kamara is a capable man. We need him in the party, right? Now his participation is very, very weak. They take part because of the 2023 elections.
What in Una been do as Elders Council when the executive asked Samura Kamara for bringing key to in office and even go to the point if you knock out in key to a specific period of time, then go ask them.
Unfortunately, at that time we had not become functional yet. But let me tell you, it is still an issue that we are now addressing. I don't just tell you yesterday, just to say, we don't set up the possibility for a consultative conference, a meeting where we don't even meet Dr. Samura Kamara, some of the people them a few days ago, Johnny Ambasu, who is the deputy chairman of the Elders Council, and Ondo Bangura, they meet Samura Kamara in people them yesterday, and they all agreed that we should work towards another meeting, a consultative meeting. Now, my own responsibility today, this day, is to meet the chairman of the APC, Ambassador Yasane, for telling us this is what the Elders Council has decided.
Well, last one I talked to Samura Kamara himself.
No, but we have invited him many times. He does not come to the meetings.
But last one I talked to him.
I have written to him 2 solid letters, and he has responded. I have copies of it. Next time I'll bring them here and we'll read them here. He's been very cooperative. Whenever we write him a letter, they reply we. Right?
Because we talk to some party people and we tell you say they don't even know what Samura Kamara is about.
Who that?
Some party people really talk to.
No, well, me no, it's difficult. I'll tell you, see, na correspondence by letter. I don't write to Mr. Samura Kamara, and I don't see him face to face for the past.
So you deliver the letter na email? Email or you go from somewhere?
Yes, we send them by we own runner. And then they deliver them to in people them in PA.
Honorable, you say you not on the right Dr. Samura Kamara. Which one not on the right time for? And which don't be in response?
Number one, let me tell you, they tell us, say, we recognize the fact that this is still a member of the APC and he should improve on his participation in the party, and we recognize him and he will attend meetings. We made it very clear. And he responded that yes, he agreed that this is what should be the case, but that he get a few things there for address. Right?
Which I don't think so.
I don't know the details. He just said that he for do. Then we wrote him a second letter. We say, okay, could we now think about the possibility of having a general meeting? Come with your own people, and we come with our people. The executive comes with their own people. We sit down, we discuss the issues here. He agreed.
Honorable, it's clear that Dr. Samura Kamara and some members of the current national executive, the issues they among. They try to get a consultative meeting with Dr. Samura Kamara in people and in camp. What about the executive where some members get issue with Dr. Samura Kamara?
Well, this is why I said they are also part of this meeting. This is why I was going to meet the Senate today to inform him that he is invited to that meeting. He should come with his own people to that meeting. Okay. This is the whole essence. And Mark, apart from just the executive and Dr. Samura Kamara, we also will bring in our own lawyers. We also will bring in the Veterans Council of the party. We will bring in the former MPs, the former ministers, etc., etc. It has to be an inclusive thing. Let us sit down, let we address this issue once and for all. Okay. We are looking at it from a very practical angle. We don't want to give for say that this get right and this get right. We just think say there's a serious matter. Let the people then go decide what if or do with the party. To us it's important. This is why we are asking that we convene this consultative conference. And this is why I'm going to meet the chairman today. I already spoke to him last night that I was going to meet him today to discuss this issue with him.
continue for the with at the program. Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kabo, Executive as APC Elders Council. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program we go for this music break.
Salon now you. And before the next sunrise, our future is already set. Let no politics, no religion, no rival conflicts, opinions separate us. But hand in hand, we go into the booth. Democracy, the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Salon now you. And before the next sunrise, our future is already set. We've been led for too long, so long. Our return seem impossible, even though we fight. Our progress gets difficult every day. We all need a moment of silence to know who we are and why we exist. We've been down too long in the slums, so long. With a declining economy and increasing adversities, designed by the vaunting ambition of those who lead us. The young men spend fruitless hours in the ghetto, no future, no hope. The young girls gave up their pride of womanhood. Why? For survival. Parents spend sleepless nights thinking how to settle the bills. Inflation causing madness everywhere. Our children have no hope for the future. See how we're falling apart. Let no politics, no religion, no tribal conflicts, opinions separate us. Hand in hand, we go into the booth. Democracy, the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Salon now you. And before the next.
The program Na Good Morning Salon they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. While from that music break day, we still get Ishmael Al-Sanko Conte, we are the Deputy Chairman, APC Former Ministers Association, and also Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kabo, the Executive Secretary for the APC Elders Council. To continue for the with me now the program. Inside the program, we take one part with headline story. Then the manager for the Excise Unit Office, now the Domestic Tax Department, National Revenue Authority, Mustafa Fufana say, then go start to take action against anybody with engage they buy or sell product them will not get stamp or factory identification. They talk this for one interview with the Democracy, where if they talk about the engagement with the Excise Unit Office and the Domestic Tax Department, all with clearing and forwarding agent them for update them about the new product them. Mustafa Fufana talk more to Theodore Arena inside this interview.
We're there today for, so we don't do a lot of innovation, especially with regards to the excise products. So we don't meet taxpayers then for get refresher course. And today we meet with the client and for the agents because we know that then they deal more with the people who they import the excise products. So call them today for can educate them and sensitize them, but what we do and the systems that we get.
For one we go the list we go once for knowing the tax stamp we make mention of.
This tax stamp now technology we and I don't bring come with for make we able for track and trace the excise products so that we able for collect and administer the excise tax accordingly for make NIA get more revenue and also for get more production records and also for help with the consumer and safety.
Now let's talk about some of the products we required for get the stamp here. So
products that we require for get the stamp First one them could be the products and we get excise. So any goods we get alcohol on them, like spirits, wine, beer, stout, then kind of they forget the stamp. The second class now the sugar sweetened beverages we go include soft drinks, juice and energy drinks. And another one we go get again now the cement, because 2026 Finance Act includes cement for the excise-able product. Then also, petroleum product, they get their own mark, so they say they get their own, we recommend to mark them. The 2026 Finance Act also mark other products them, we forget these tax stamp, but they not get excise, like the sugar, the cooking oil, the fertilizers, and also bottled water. They not get excise paddle, but they require forget the excise tax stamp.
Okay, now don't they see local products? Them don't they get different kinds stamp and see when so they imported? What's the reason for this? Why the two different stamp?
The difference of the marking depend largely on the technology where the people use for produce them. So the one them where you see that matrix, that black mark on the cover or the bottom of the can, and the one that you get stable production line where then they produce at high volume, so then they get machine where actually pass it is stamp and one time. For the one that when I import the goods don't make done, they don't can and use that paper label, or if you produce now you production process a little bit to the means it gets too much human intervention, itself can use that paper sticker or the quality stamp.
Okay, so if at all then till they also you don't make mention of saying that them for now they require stamp, they not get stamp. What's in the National Revenue Authority they do?
So this we tax stamp project we don't start from 2024. We don't do a lot of sensitization, education to people so now in the eyes of the law, any of them products they are, we're not getting stamped that we consider them as illegal and we remove them and we take action as provided by the law.
Okay, so any penalty there for them?
Yes, boku penalty there. First, if you're an importer, you sell, we get the penalty, we go fine you, we can go, if you continue, we can go out to the extent for close your business and seize you products away they sell. We get a series of graduating penalties.
Okay, so how important this tax stamp also be?
These tax stamps are very, very important because one, it help you for getting more revenue. It help you for fishing out products already at the markets illegally. So if your products come inside the country through UK, you know we get the mark. We not get the mark, we'll be able to tell. Before now, it's difficult to tell which goods smuggle, which goods they inside legally, but with the tax stamp, we'll be able for know when they're illegal and illegal and get rid of them. And then they make the marketplace a fair for the one way they do business legally, so more people they can for carry register for do business, and that means more revenue for government. And apart from that, it encourage foreign investors for Canada country because they see we serious will make the market space fair. So when if they can invest there, then sure say they go make profit as long as the product or service when they can do now if they of high quality.
Okay, so earlier you talked about the penalty then. I like some of the penalty that we give for people that we go before this system here. Okay, so first of all, if we go fit Sinai shop, you get goods that we not get stamped. One first, we calculate the excise first, the level penalty for that, and also if you repeat them, we can seize them, or also if you go as far extent, we even close your business for making you able to do business again. So we get graduating. 2024, when we just start, we will educate them. We meet illegal products now, you shop with another time, we will call you, educate you, talk to you. From half of 2025 now, we don't begin to take action. We get series of people who don't take action against, who don't find where they pay boku money.
That now the manager for the excise unit office now the domestic tax department, National Revenue Authority, Mustafa Fufana. They talk to Theodore Arena inside that interview. Those I say they go start for take action against anybody where they catch they buy or sell product them will not get stamp or factory identification.
From broadcasting house in New England Village, going to the street of Freetown, say some commercial, driver them way they run transport na Freetown. Don't call on the Inspector General of Police William Fayaselu for reduce the number of traffic police officers them na street because they allege say and they ask them for couple illegal one. Then driver also talk this story the democracy for one interview where they talk about the challenge they get with police officers. Alhaji Jalo look inside the story and puts this report together.
One important sector where plenty people na salon don dey look up for dem business for able run up and down and serve people able go about the normal business. Na commercial driver dem wey don dey provide main means of movement for plenty people like workman, students, trader and other business people na the country. Like the way how the country transport system don turn like make plenty people don dey use for take poda, keke and okada, but commercial driver dem don dey face serious challenge na street wey dem dey run transport na free tongue. Beside some driver dem wey dey drive poda and self keke rider dem talk to Radio Democracy, but thing dem wey dey affect dem daily life wey dem dey run transport na street.
Me na keke rider, like the thing wey dey face na street in Boku. Like if you dey ride from Eastern, dey comot barracks, till they come up run the money, Boku dey book na street. They book from barracks, then you can book Shell, you can book na PWD, then you can book Benz Garage, Upbourne, Klein Town, they go to Service Square, they book Bombay. Then if you na rider wey need ride one go side, say one touch east or west, the money they book in Boku, it will pass the master money. Then if you come back, they use the Niro, or can use Wilberforce or go Lumley, they can book na Gaza. From Gaza back, they can book the Plaza Junction. For the day, only 10 times down it, 10 times I dey pay. For the day, Boku na street. And New England na Plaza Junction, just Alexander Barracks. Yeah, Pola driver, they run from Aberdeen to Regent Gold. About times I dey run Lumley to Regent Gold. All this side there, we side place manage it, and then junction in there. No more to come out there, go they pass down down. When they book, when they give for a book, then give office case, then can go to office. When they go spend more than what they ask you for legging. And at times I will go to a police station. Where another person will go bury you. Come on, see the charge, you go jail. You go to court. I will not kill and down. I may go and break you and say do this, you back the do. What of us now really we can do. So you don't see, so don't tell you they will face down. We book 20 euros any junction inside policeman dey know. Anytime meet up and break you.
Like me, I dey ride it from here to go Lumley. The only pastor you need book like Lumley, Wilberforce. But when they come up from Razak, from Model they book, Gaza they book. Even inside Razak junction here, we cross like you go and go by anywhere they book. And now at times when they come for check, if you complete. You got also you forget they ask you for money. What if you want book now where you machine not complete? Then all you can go to office. Or you go to office, you got to go pay office case. So now a big challenge to we because right now for now the work not easy.
We then concern the where driver and keke rider don't talk about waiting they want to make authority them do for them so that they go able to do their work fine.
Most of the time also how they go the harassment. If you don't book, then they want after you. The IG team the IG do some of them police and they make it use in our street because them too cool. Make it use in our street. That one self against then let put some of them booking points there also.
And we go to the IG, let me say in Boku because when we like that 100% of policeman there, if you stand out for this, they register in our office. Every traffic light they put now, so we don't say they can't change, they can't make difference for at least policeman logo for snap day. They still a snap day. IG for them back sit so we strain as you two man and young man them for them go do bad. So them back intervene, them back put measure in place for we. So we strain.
Then driver there end up say plenty booking points them where police don't implement. They make them get plabber with the master lorry, we make them say this go make them lost them war and call on the Inspector General of Police for help reduce the booking points them na free tongue. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Alaji Jalo, they report.
The program we listen to na Good Morning Saloon will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we'll come back to the studio guests. Then we will come now to Al Sanko. Quick one for the benefit of all listeners. Dr. Samuel Kamara, a member of an organization.
Yeah, of course, a member.
Una don't they talk with them also?
Yeah, remember at one time self we even get this anti-corruption case. Yeah, we're gonna use we talk with them. Normally where anybody get problem as former minister, of course they show solidarity because we must on solidarity for all. We go pay visits, talk with them, all the thing and they.
One part the reason when I established this association for seek the interest of our members how far we are able for seek the interest of Dr. Samuel Kamara?
Well, Dr. Samuel Kamara, of course, in concern, APC concern. because every APC member believes say that 2023 election now we win now, and that the election it not been transparent, it not been credible. International observer they will come at the same line and two. But we think can make the team more complex and the tripartite business so they bring come. Me for one, to me God, I not support tripartite because I not say no go give you the much needed results. Because election you go begin bring dialogue. It spoil the scope. So we still get that unsolved problem because what's happened now? We get people that we call electoral justice when a Samuel Kamara you support them. And if you go to the ordinary man on the street, people will say, me 2028 election, nothing can get for vote because the votes who have been done votes are not see the concern. So it's a big problem. So I go in line with what Timpa I be the talk. Samuel Kamara gets integral role for playing APC.
Would not be advised to him?
While he say this is an individual business, if I need to go into that kind of negotiation with the government of the day.
But at some point the party may support him.
Of course, because.
So why now the party come back and you just say this?
No, well the party aspect that the party, me own believe now they tell you so. I say if na me like be the flag bearer aspirants, I know they go into.
You don't think the party left for the ground?
I don't think so. It's a complex situation because. What in Samoa they blame the party because at one time, now like Samoa been they say the tripartite reports against alternative reports we talk say the election not been done and the election are APC winner according to APC own report to them presents to the tripartite, but the tripartite it's tricky. When they play with government of the day, it say anything where them for any recommendation then for put the two parties then for agree. APC believes say now we win, SLPP believes say now they win. So that kind of thing they not to go inside tripartite recommendation. Then they bring things then like when you talk about the election for change the law and say the two parties APC, SLPP then agree on then 84-point resolution in the recommendation when I come. The aspect to APC say we win when are the report to present because 72% of what we believe so we collect under we RRF from there we believe so win we present them. So Samoa believe say that aspect there for being incorporated in the reports. While SLPP in the other hand and ECSL say the election with them pool it's a final. So it's a complex thing where like when IB talk, this is not the time where Samoa for come. He's a good man. It mean good for the party, it mean good for the country. Because he said he gets beaucoup support at the diaspora and there. And the elders them, the executive, because we need reconciliation inside APC. We need unity. If all them two elements they are missed, it go very difficult for us to succeed.
You think it's welcome within the party from the kind of executive where they operate right now?
Of course, if welcome, because this executive to me they don't expire, then some don't. Samoa Kama make it out in people them. The executive even are outgoing, as so many they call them. Then come the elders committee, former minister, former member of parliament, former councillor. We all come. This party here, no matter of most say 2028 for winner. And the thing that way they show it, the line so for winner, one, we forget unity, we forget reconciliation, we forget peace inside the party, we forget the element and the SLPP no go win inside election. But if we get this unity where the one the owner electoral justice go tell you say I'm not going for votes 2028 election is a big problem and a fundamental thing we will get for address.
The acts I want to make Dr. Samuel Kamara come back and active in the party. Active in what way? For come and be the party flag bearer or in what way?
For active as a member of the party because it don't serve as minister. You don't serve as bank governor. You don't hold beaucoup position. You don't be flag bearer for 2 terms. If not a man who APC elect, we not go get that. We not go avail that opportunity. There.
You go want to be the flag bearer of the party.
If the people and decide because Samoa MB don't rule out say 2028 in no get interest for that one day. So he need people and for talk to her. If he can't contest, he win. I mean, the first man will congratulate her. But if you not go contest by the convention, of course, it will be very difficult. So. This not time where we all for put we ego aside. This not time we all for put we indifferences. Let we know say APC no matter wetin dey happen, na him don bring we like usa with so. You know, he don't play role in this country. People in there, where then a village, who say they not even get pan na their host. You know, they believe say APC na will make this country change. So not for deprive them.
When they ask Dr. Samura Kamara for comeback, but when you talk to supporters of Dr. Samura Kamara, they will tell you say the party disappoint or the party abandon Dr. Samura Kamara during the time where the issue of negotiation between government and Dr. Samura Kamara. Now, and in party in supporters, them still stand by that electoral justice. How Unawa for resolve this issue of Dr. Samura comeback now a party where many of his supporters think or feel that the party abandoned Dr. Samura Kamara and actually disappoint him?
You know, politics not too controversial because everybody get rights to opinion. The people who believe in electoral justice, of course, me I respect the 100% because me also believe in electoral justice. Electoral justice is a long process. The voter registration we get for CAM are parts of electoral justice. The campaigning are parts of electoral justice. Like the time where Samura Kamara been go na the southeast, where them block am for go corner, them block am. All on the electoral justice violation. So it's a long thing. Not one aspect of reading.
Quickly, before we move to another issue and county back to the current case winning a court now, just for round up put Samura Kamara this in stuff. Why Samura Kamara at this point in time? Now a key player for the APC the party for really count back.
Now he don't get the flag bearership of the party on 2 occasions, and he pulled considerable votes. And the 2023 election, me and plenty people believe in a winner. So it's a very important player. And now all come on a carrying a district, so me not go come up here now. So yeah, so he gets well for play. And beside na elderly statesman, he don't compose himself, very peaceful. He go get in the way happen. But this is the time where everybody for putting ego. For IBSF, they taking time for Kai explain. Not so inconvenient, you know, because he gets health challenge, but it can't because he wants let them see work.
To some extent.
Now they talk say they call a consultative meeting. Where if Samura Kamara camp at that meeting, they go be one of the most happy person. You know, so we need them.
To some extent, at the start of the program, you accuse the current executive for connive with the plaintiff for taking a court just for extended time.
Not put on directly. You know, now thinking where people get say if Suma when a chairman for Putloko district, they take the party and PPRC in a court, and the executive, you know, the outgoing executive, they remain silent, they remain complacent. The tendency there for let people believe it's a game plan. It's a conspiracy.
And you think that the current executive of the party not seem for the work in the interest of members and the party?
Well, I not go want to wild allegation against them, because then self they get their own challenges like Copa IBC, then gets incomplete executive. The deputy secretary, you know, the organizing secretary, they go contest for flag bearer. You know, the chairman, unfortunately, he don't die. You know, so it's a big problem, it's a big challenge. So, yeah, so Lentin and this. So what's in them for do now? The best way for solve this problem, let the interim body come. Where the Abdul Kagbo and the other people away, the member of parliament at the other region, them they can steer the leadership of the party.
Then there will be a 6-man committee. Abdul Kagbo and 5 regional members of parliament
for able to incorporate other people inside.
Because if they talk about now how the current executive not complete and that one they don't hinder them not for able for all elections, how somebody go ask how a 6-man committee go able for do that one, they will say
no party business, even 2-man committee can able for suffice because you are not able to do the job. When they give the tax, you go get another committee where you go set. You bring former members of parliament, you bring current members of parliament, you bring former ministers, you bring former executive members. You form them into a committee where you go get them tax. What's the leadership?
The explanations from the executive all this while on BC want to make the able for them don't go beyond the time able for do all this. Now the too much problems within the party, cases upon cases. You know, feel said and concern genuine.
No, well, you see, what's in the green case, now dissatisfaction. If you go conduct election, like in the case of Karine, what the chairman say, the one who win then take in number, then go turn out to the one who lost, of course, that person will go petition. You know, a lot of redress mechanism then on the APC constitution where you get the board where they look into that thing and also the arm. PPRC itself now other corridor where if person feel dissatisfied, it go there. So it's a long process. You get in 21 any election where you gonna conduct. You get 21 window where people will come for petition all lengthing and you know, so nothing for avoid them, do the right thing. Some people believe say they register today their name no reflects. Some people believe say when they go conduct the first ward election, the voter register where they use when they come into the other one, then change them. So only thing and the party member they must resist. If you don't get 2,000 people will vote when a petition you can't get now at 3,000. About that go allow that kind of election. So if you do the correct thing, it go for address beaucoup problem. And what's important, we got constitution when are the first and this with the tester. And Article 5 of the Constitution make it clear, says supremacy of the Constitution. Which means say everybody for the under the Constitution. And the Sierra Leone Constitution, so also we therefore respect them. So anything with PPRC rule, if very instructive, we got for follow them. PPRC now don't rule for some someone in case we accept them. PPRC don't rule for petition that we accept them. Why PPRC now for rule? For say make we get interim body for be a challenge. No, this is the best thing we go bring everybody come on board.
Continue for the between the program. Ishmael Al-Sanko Conte, Deputy Chairman, APC Former Ministers Association. We come to you, Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kabo. You don't listen to Al-Sanko Conte. One of them position now the issue of the interim body for come and take over the party. From the Elders Council, you agree or agree with that particular step they way or position the way it make up?
Well, we will not discuss this matter. In fact, when the former MPs have been going meet what we know for they do now for break rules. This was what we anticipated for say at some point. I think they put that provision deliberately for crisis periods like this one. If anything happen of this nature, forget this committee for intervene for able to solve them problems here. But like I said, the reason why this matter came up again yesterday was born out of the fact say that trust na the party now. There are people who believe that some of the MPs have taken political sides. And the reason why I say for bring in the flag bearers to the next meeting is that they themselves also have a say on this matter. Because some flag bearers they feel say some of their MPs here, they don't take political sides. They get candidates whether they support. We know to them. And all of these things, they affect the party itself. So even the business of Abu Kagbo and others taking over the party temple has been undermined by the fact they don't badmouth them. Say, oh, the man they don't take sides, they support this is so possible, etc., etc. But we believe, say, and the reason why we set up this special subcommittee for handling their matter, is that we see this as a serious matter. The constitution and the practice where they introduced to we after Fisher verdict was that if we get a crisis of this nature, now people like Abu Kagbo and others will intervene. But now it is not happening. So now in making, because they happen, we think it is not proper. Now make we say we want this consultative conference. Look, all go sit down frankly. If I want for my MPs they go meet we, they say we for invite the current MPs, make we really apologize to them because they don't treat them fairly. And I agree with them. So these are some of the things we are talking about. So, like I told you, that I will go meet Mr. Yansanet today for go pass the message on to him, which the last council say yesterday about the consultative meetings them, so that about for make the peace come back. Because like I say, now trustworthy. It is not that Yansanet cannot run the APC office, but there is no trust, right? First of all, the electoral justice people themselves, they not trust them, right? Other people, they will not trust them. Instead, the executive self will say other people, then they will threat them, will they undermine them, and that all these petitions were deliberately done for undermine the executive. This is the thinking. And once you get this kind of mistrust, we the Elders Council believe say we must intervene at some point. Let we all go sit down like a family. We ask ourselves questions. Why is this thing happening? Why is this that any small election, let's say petition, any small election, something is wrong.
Okay, Honorable, the Elders Council gets so much on the table now, safe to say, right? Because when I get the issue of Mame Bangura, when I look inside Mame Bangura in case in the first place.
The Mohamed Bangura in case the other side. I think I'm not in the handle.
Okay. Away from that one, they will also look inside Samuka Kamara in case.
We have a special subcommittee for that.
Okay, when I also look inside the petition of the election results, them we don't drag the party to court.
No, well, in fact, then this it gave for Canada the consultative conference.
Because what I want for arrival, what I want for no, how na they meet on them specific cases here so. Who's one a priority, who's one they can later.
No, anyone where they raise to we, for example, the executive can complain. The member where affected he can complain. They will look into it.
And I get a lot of complaints right now.
We get quite a number of complaints.
So who's one how are they able for how are they handling some of them complaints here?
Well, like I say, we don't set up a special subcommittee specifically for handle Dr. Samora Emata. And that is chaired by Mr. Johnny Ambasu, Ambassador Johnny Ambasu.
Okay.
And is assisted there by Mr. Donodo Bagura. Of course, the other cases there now, we don't say we go for call the veterans. Make we ask them how then they handle some of the matters here, because a lot of things that don't happen. We also need help. The Veterans Council for sit down with we, let we begin for addressing issues and the. But for country your question is that all the lists I don't list to you this morning. Usa and Usa we don't go. Any side we see problem there. For example, when we get problem about the constitution, we call the lawyers, the APC lawyers them. When we get problems about what they happen at parliament, we call the former MPs them. When we get problems about what they happen within the people that don't retire at the APC but won't have been civil servants, we call the medical doctors or they complain. Therefore say they ignore them.
Okay.
And them don't play a role. So that's what they do. We don't see them all. And we go see more of them.
Okay.
Like I say now, with the next stage is what we get for do now. Now for call all the other people here to this consultative conference for we ask ourselves very hard questions.
Okay.
Because we cannot win an election in 2028 with this kind of halaya. So this is our problem.
Okay, let me take the second set of text messages now the program and I will reply to them before we bring the program to an end. This possible I will take now the SMS line ADC. Good morning, Radio Democracy. Please ask Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kagbo, what have they done to solve the issue of Honorable Mohamed Bangura and Honorable Thompson in Parliament? I think he just answered that one. And Prince Kuruma the Senam. He said, please ask Honorable Ibrahim what they have done to solve the issue above, and let them know that these guys have huge followers for the APC party.
This one on the Facebook page say, please, Honorable, do you support the decision or the position of Yansade resigning as chairman of the party?
This other person on WhatsApp line, it is say, Honorable IB advised that you meet Dr. Samuel Kamara face to face in a private discussion. Thanks for your efforts, sir, but we, the grassroots, heart sick for the party.
This one say the issue of police taking bribe is a concern and the IG need to look into it. Well, I think Jalop, because of time we're not able to take all of the messages there. We come over to we studio guest them. We start with you, Ishmael Ansako Conte, Deputy Chair of the APC Former Ministers Association. You don't make a position clear that there is time now for make the interim body take over of the party. If that's not happen because the party did not court and a member of the party don't take the party and PPRC go to court, on which are issue they right now, the court they look into that. What if you're not concerned with or the position we don't put before say there is time for let the interim body take over the party? It no work. What you go do on the next step?
Well, Former Ministers Association are a representative body. Before we issue the press statements, we meet several times to set up a committee, we draft time all late in the day. So we go give time after 1 week, we will go convene back and ready for take action. We get lawyers there, we get all the experienced people there as to what thing happen. Because you see, constitutional matter are very crucial. You get a scope and you get the limits. If your time don't elapse, your time don't expire, for let you not get problem, for just give way. And APC, what in the people they want, what in the supporter they want, now for more kind of power, make we win election. And we able to win election. We're not going to win election in an atmosphere of disunity, animosity, quarrel, palaver, mistrust, all that in. So this is high time where finance and others lance and them. I think therefore bless where IB then day and actually get a meeting day. So at the end of the day, we'll come to a conclusion where it will be helpful to the party, because at the end of the day, if we get people, because nobody not go stop anybody for going to court, you got other people are ready for can go to court. If you go to court, now the same thing will reverse no more. And remember the last election,
Mr. Conte,
courts upon courts. Now reduce the chances.
Mr. Conte, you say una dey give 1 week to this una position when I don't put before. What if the 1 week done, and you also mentioned say if the 1 week done, una not say anything, una go take una next action. Is it that we foresee the former APC Ministers Association for take the party go PPRC or courts?
No, we not go courts. Far from it, because if we condemn Suma, for we go courts and for say like pull the matter na courts. If as former ministers who can go to court, it will be a big indictment to we. Okay. We believe in consultation, we believe in dialogue, and we believe in raising awareness, so that the one that we concerned will know say this not until it's topical. And as APC people, the grassroots, the elites and supporters of APC sympathizers, they are very, very much concerned. And even the people of Sierra Leone, we believe say APC, if they can't have power, then go for bring change, then go for inject, change into all what they do.
Okay.
They are concerned. So I believe if the outgoing executive reasonable enough and elect them party, it's not for bring Galala.
Plenty thank you to you, Al Sanko, for joining the program this morning. Look out, Honorable, Ben Kagbo also for say something quick with regards to the text messages, and we come inside the second, one will we read so. Yeah, you reply to some of the text messages.
Okay, well, let me tell you one thing. I want to clarify one thing today, using this forum. The issue of Samura Kamara, the Elders Council, we don't treat them so seriously that we set up a special standing committee for handle the Samura Kamara matter. So it is not correct that we know they treat them seriously. We are treating it very, very seriously. In fact, at one time, when we wrote to him a letter and he responded, he sent 10 people to represent him at a meeting in one hotel in Godrich. We spent 4 hours there, so we discussed about the party. And one commodity, we sing the party song, we came out clearly. So it is not that we are not communicating, no, we talk. It is not as bad as people want it to appear. But what you really do, just the big number, still make Dr. Samura Kamara using good offices and in support for making come back, play a major role within the party itself. Because a very important person. Okay. And so I'm really happy for make Samura Kamara come. I've worked with him. He's a very efficient man. I don't sit down in a cabinet, I don't go to a school, we don't sit down in a class, we don't do everything. Now a man we capable. And therefore anybody will get on his side, he will get good results.
Okay.
So we want him in the APC. Okay. So that make we talk all them things. There are other people who may have their own thinking. But Samura Kamara, I know him. What we they try to say is that when we call this consultative conference, may they make good use of them. Make them come, they love all settle the problems of this party. Yeah?
Okay.
Because like Al Sanko say, we really cannot win an election, which is so important to us if we get this hala na this party. To us it's important. But again, like I say, that all the arms of the party are important. Now it make we then call me the conscience of the party. So anybody who thinks they get difficulties within their own arm of the party, they can call we. because I see you ask the question about Mohamed Bangura and other people. There is an arm of the party that handled Mohamed Bangura's case. In fact, they come to a decision as to what they do. But again, from our experience with Fisher in court, we don't have made the same mistakes.
Okay.
So they're saying that now, before we take decisions on a matter like this, we will go to a conference.
Plenty thank you to you, Honorable Alhaji Ibrahim Ben Karbo, Executive Secretary, APC Alliance Council, for joining the program this morning. And same also to you, Ishmael Al-Sanko, Deputy Chairman, APC Former Ministers Association. Thank you for also joining the program this morning. We'll answer the program. Good morning, Salongo for today. Plenty thank you to the production team. Sapchi Kalom produce the program, Kabiagi and support, and Sef Megi Kamara Bangura. Make on able for watch we live now Facebook and YouTube page, and DJ K-Man give you technical support. So to meet again, we bring this program come to you this Friday morning. Me na Chek Nojalo say Juma Mubarak.
And Adeyemi Jackson say goodbye.